Hello guys, today this video is going to be about just be yourself. Be yourself, just be yourself, like be the realest version that you can be, authentically. Being real is gonna take you far. Being yourself is going to take you far. Well, hopefully it will, unless if you're a trash person and you don't got no talent and you don't got no skills and you don't have nothing going on for yourself and you don't have motivation to find something for yourself. But I'm telling you, be yourself. It's gonna take you far. Authenticity is gonna bring you far. You know what authenticity is? It's when you be yourself. It's when sometimes you make mistakes, you sound kind of goofy, but you just laugh it off. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. I know that sounded fake, but you just laugh it off. And sometimes you don't laugh it off. You're a cool hood girl like me. I'm hood and good. I'm professional at the same time. I know how to turn it off and turn it off, like for real. Turn it on and turn it off. Pause. I'm talking in a professional and hood way. Like sometimes I can be hood, sometimes I can be professional. I can code switch, if you guys didn't know. Like part of me being multicultural and multiracial, because I'm mixed, is that you can code switch. And even if you're not mixed, you can also code switch. But a lot of people who are multicultural and multiracial, they can switch codes. Meaning when I say switch codes, I mean CODE. Like I'm not talking about the HOE, like CODE, meaning you are in a different environment almost every time and you know how to like behave, you know how to interact with other people. If you go to a classy event, you switch up your style and you eat in a way that looks presentable, nice and sophisticated. Like when I was in prom in high school, because I was in high school. I went to high school. I have education. I have an education background. Not everyone has an educational background, but it is what it is. You work with what you have. You can get more privileges. There's ways you can get more privileges. Having education can open doors to getting certain opportunities that you wouldn't get if you were lacking that education. It's facts. This is why some people go to college. This is why some people could go to universities for their career, for their dream job, because they open doors for that pathway for them. So I know like I was speaking a little bit fast, but yeah, be yourself is going to take you far. So as I was saying, when I was in high school, I went to prom. Yes, and I won prom queen because I am that pretty light-skinned mixed girl, period. I'm pretty. I'm light-skinned and pretty. What's up? What's good? Yeah. So, because nowadays it's like online, people try to act like light-skinned girls are not pretty. They're like, oh, she's just light-skinned. No, I'm light-skinned and pretty. And I'm pretty and I'm light-skinned, period. So, let me remove my earbud right now because it's doing this sound when it needs to be charged. So, as I was saying, when I was in prom, I was myself. I was always myself, but sometimes you're shy, you're nervous, depending on who you are around. You don't know how they're going to react, you don't know what they're going to say, but being yourself is worth it because I'd rather be myself instead of losing myself to make people happy and being miserable inside, and then it can reflect from the outside as well. So when I was in high school, I went to prom. And I wear a pretty outfit that I normally didn't wear, but also, I wore this outfit. It wasn't too revealing, but I had some girls wear dresses, but none of their dresses were good as me. I'm just being honest. Mine, apparently, because I have a nice body shape. I'm Haitian. I'm a black woman. I'm mixed. We naturally have this body that's very developed, like an hourglass body without surgery and all that. Not all of us have bodies that look very amazing, but some of us naturally have that hourglass body. I'm not saying every black person is going to have the same body shape, but we're just known to have predominantly a certain feature of us that makes us look more beautiful and gorgeous, or when we wear something it looks too revealing compared to other girls who are not black. It is facts. Our lips are naturally plump. Most black girls are known for having plump, luscious lips. Some of us have more plump than other people, but you know what I mean. So I wore this nice dress and it looked like an hourglass. Like it made my body shape hourglass, more curvy than what it is. And there was this white Karen teacher that was jealous, like for real. She was trying to say that I'm too revealing. Well, I'm not too revealing. I'm just sexy and gorgeous. I'm here to take all the men that I like, but I wasn't really thinking about a man. Actually, maybe I was. When I saw a girl that had a man, I'm like, I want prom queen. Where's my man at? Like, where's my king at? Because I used to think that to win prom queen, you need to have a boyfriend like that is prom king. Like you're going out with your prom king, and you become when you win, you become prom queen, and you win prom queen because you're with your prom king. That's what I thought. That's what I thought in my mind, but I guess I was wrong. And girls that did not like me, they voted for me. Yes, they did. I had some girls who were dark skinned who did not like me, but they voted for me. I had some white girls who did not really like me. They were not really my friend, but they didn't hate me at the same time. But they just weren't friends with me. But they voted for me, so that boosted my confidence. So when you know, it just boosted who I am as a person. It made me feel good, low key, because I didn't know I was gonna win. I remember people were voting people's names on who should be prom queen, and I was very humble. I'm always so humble, but they voted for me, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, me? I'm like, I'm nervous. I think I have anxiety. No, I don't have anxiety. Don't put words into reality. You don't have anxiety. You're just nervous. Yeah, because anxiety can close doors for you, period. So yeah, they voted for me, and I was nervous. I'm like, I don't know if I know how to walk. You know what I'm saying? I know how to walk, but I don't know how I'm gonna get up without making it look like I'm gonna trip on something or trip on someone or not know where to go. Okay, they voted for me. Okay, I stand up. Where do I go? Like, who do I handshake? What do I win? Like, you know what I'm saying? They voted for me, and I was like, oh, me. So that made me feel beautiful and gorgeous. So that's when people be like hating on me, I don't care, because that's not reality. It's just not my reality. It's just, and also because like, it just, nah, like, negative words, why would I promote and endorse that to myself and other people? But I won prom queen. I did. That's something a lot of people don't know, but some people know that I won prom queen, and I'm so proud of it. And I was sexy and gorgeous. Like, when I tell you I went all the way out, I went all the way out. Like, all the way out. I always go all the way out, but like, I was sexy, gorgeous. Even this guy who's dark skinned guy who he said, like, I knew that he liked light skinned girls, but like girls who are more light skinned than me. He liked girls who look mixed, like white passing with blue eyes, you know, biracial girls who are black and half white that have blue eyes and all that. And I can do a separate video on how I knew that this guy was into like girls who look very white and who are mixed. I'm mixed, but you know, he wanted someone that's more white, and he's not my type, by the way, but he was a dark skinned black man. And he even this guy who was like not into me he was like, he wanted to be with me. Like, when he saw me, he's like, oh, I didn't notice it was you, oh my goodness, like, whoa, like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm the type of girl, I'm petty. If you don't like me before, I'm not gonna take you after. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't like me how I was, not glammed up, I'm not gonna like you when I'm glammed up. Like, if you can't like me on my worst day, you can't like me on my best day. You can't. Because you trash, period. But yeah, even him, he was so surprised and shocked. He was like, wow, like, he didn't know that was me. And you know, there was this guy that I found cute, and he was mulatto. He was like black mixed with white, and he was like biracial, and he was light skinned, but he was brighter skin complected than me. But either way, we had this picture together, and I started thinking, I'm like, oh, we look good. But he was kind of weird. But besides the point, I won prom queen, and I was myself. I wear what I like, and it was like a peach kind of dress that it made me look good. So you guys are wondering, how does that go with be yourself? Well, be yourself. I wore this sexy, beautiful hourglass dress. It was expensive, but it was worth it. You know, because eventually I found the right dress for me, and it was so stunning that I'll probably wear it even if I'm not going to a big event, because I am the occasion, and you should be the occasion. So be yourself, and that's gonna take you far. And I know that, you know, it's something to be nervous about sometimes when you're yourself, especially when you stand out, especially if you have dreams, passions, and goals are different from most people. I know it might give you like anxiety or make you nervous in a type of way, but you shouldn't feel anxiety. Just, you can be nervous, but no anxiety. We don't claim it over here. We claim God words and being confident and powerful, period, and inspiring other people to do the same. But yeah, be yourself. It's worth it. I'm telling you. You don't want to lose yourself and be miserable and make people happy while you're miserable. Like, you have the right to be yourself. God made you the way you are for a reason. You have your own skin tone, you have your own hair, you have your own eyes, you have your own mind, you have your own spirit. So why not be yourself? I know it sounds easier said than done, right? But it's worth it. So this video is to say, just be yourself. Wear what you want. Like, wear what you want. I like makeup, I like being glamorous, and like, my journey is different from other people, but you can always step up your game. It's not a competition, you know, you don't have to rush, but yeah, it is what it is. So sometimes you can stutter, sometimes you can make mistakes, sometimes you can sound like you're speaking too fast, but it's what makes you you is what makes you you, and sometimes you learn by mistakes, you know, certain mistakes. So yeah, you know, You can always do better. You can always be better. So things that you would do, other people wouldn't do, is part of who you are as a person. There's certain things that you're good at that some people are not good at. So you gotta find that for yourself. And that's what makes you you. Is what makes you you, period. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video might be longer than it is, but I don't care. I might do a part 2, so be yourself. I make a lot of videos where I tell people be yourself because it's gonna take you far. But obviously everyone is on their own journey. It's up to you if you want to be yourself, you know what I'm saying? But that's the best advice I can give you. I know it's cliche. I try to be myself every freaking day. In many ways you can be yourself. Have your own dreams, have your own goals, have your own aspiration, go for your own hygiene, go for your own diet. Like sometimes you gotta stick to a diet that works for you. You know, you can't always listen to what people gotta say, because what if it doesn't work with your body size or your body shape or how your body functions in its own way? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like vitamins. Some vitamins are not good for you. You have to take one that's for your age and for your body shape and, you know, and your body function. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, let me give you an example when it comes to vitamins. If you're grown, don't take no kid vitamins, because, okay, kid vitamins, it tastes good and whatever. But if you're grown, why are you taking kid vitamins? Exactly. So you got to take, vitamins are for you being a grown person, a grown woman, a grown man. And it's going to give you strength. Calcium is meant for your age. It's meant for your body. It's meant for your mind, your spirit, and soul. And you work with that. You know what I'm saying? So being authentic is going to take you far. You know, I don't even care. I don't care if people find me silly, goofy, know that I'm proud of being me. You feel me? Me being myself took me far. So you being yourself takes you far. And if you don't believe that, maybe you don't got no personality. But being yourself, who cares if you're goofy, you're nice, you're sweet. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be fake. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Sometimes you got to adjust in certain environments to thrive in it. But like I'm telling you, being yourself is going to be a gift for yourself. There's many ways to be yourself, but you got to find that out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oops, nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. I'm still a girly, feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? Nobody heard that. Let me cut that out. Nah, I'm not going to cut it. I'm still feminine. I never burped. That was not me. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be yourself. You gotta be yourself, period. Like, I'm tapping in what makes me me. I used to dress a little bit like a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just work with what makes me me. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I have stamina, you know. And you guys can see it in my outfit. But I don't have to wear this sweater. It just feels comfortable, it feels cozy. But I can switch it up. But you can code switch. I can code switch. Being yourself is amazing. You just gotta tap into what makes you you and special. And it doesn't mean you have to stay with a particular look or style, but if that works for you, then that works for you. You know what I'm saying? So being yourself is gonna take you far. I know it is. Think about a lot of people who are famous nowadays. They all have their own name. It can be a fake name that they made for themselves when they become famous. They become a singer, they become an actress. But either way, they all have their own spotlight. They all have something that makes them distinguishable from another person that you can notice about them. Like, it can be their looks, it can be their mindset, it can be what they believe in, it can be what they stand for, it can be their brand. And being yourself is like being your own brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to think being a brand is like, oh, you gotta be polished and all that. Yeah, you can do that, but you know, being your brand, being your own brand is being yourself, period. It's how you show up as yourself. You know, so I just like how I won prom queen. Let's turn this video back to me, how I am. I'm so pretty. yo, you know. Okay, so I just want to inspire y'all, but I'm inspiring myself too. You know, you gotta thrive in places that allows you to be yourself. So that's where you get the most power. And I'm not saying to be a freaking dictator, or be a freaking tyrant, and be a world leader that's negative and narcissistic and mean to other people. No, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there's power at being yourself. Because nobody can be you the way you is, period. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why sometimes people are mad when you are yourself. And when you are yourself is when you dress like yourself. Is when, even if you dress like everyone else, there's something different that people can sense or feel or see or know about you. And that can be in ways that you don't have to speak about it. You just is about it. Because when you are about it, you is about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, tell me if this video helped you, but be yourself, wear what you want. I don't care. I don't care. I wear what I like, period. Yeah. I'm unbothered. I'm really unbothered by the negativity. I am me. And you should be yourself. Okay? Because there's power at being yourself. When you are yourself, who cares if people don't F with it? I F with it. Well, it depends on the person's personality, but I might not F with it, but somebody else F with it. But there's certain things where I'm like, yeah, you can have your own talent, you can have your own passion. There's things that I do that's part of me, that represents me. I don't tell people everything that makes me me, but you know, there's certain things that people can sense or know about a person that makes them who they are. Like, it can be your dreams, it can be your passion, be yourself. I know being yourself is not easy. You get judged, you get criticized. That's what people don't tell you. You know, when girls come up here, say, oh, be yourself, be authentic, they don't tell you the negative side of it. But I'm telling you, you facing the negative side of it is gonna motivate you to keep being that person. That nobody is better than you being that person. So that's why you gotta be yourself. You gotta be yourself. And me, part of being me, I can code switch. That's what y'all don't know. I can code switch. So that's why when I tell people, I don't tell everyone, but when I clap back at a person that hates on me and I say I'm better than them, you guys know it. I'm not ratchet, I'm not ghetto. I can articulate. I'm professional. I can really be professional. You see this outfit? I can switch it up in a black blazer. I can switch it up in a black vest and handshake and look in your eyes and say, yeah, I'm qualified. Yeah. That's what it is, woo. So you gotta tap in what makes you special. And you being yourself is not bragging. There's ways you can brag. Bragging can be bad, but you being yourself is not bragging. You know, there's silent flexing. You know what that word is, when you like show off what you are, show off what you have. There's a reason why people get mad when you show off the way you are, in a sense that you don't say nothing, but you show up in a place and you are that everything. You are that everything. I am that everything. Then the hate proves it. It reminds me. So when people hate on me and I don't got 9 million followers, 9 million views, I know I can get 9 million views because my personality is special. What I have to offer to the table, I am the table, but it is special. So not all of us are meant to do the same thing. Some of us are qualified and specialized to do a specific certain thing that another person can't do. So that's why I tell you, being yourself is powerful. It's incredible, and I want you to be yourself. Sometimes being yourself, depending where you are in life or your situation, sometimes you might sit in a table alone, but it's worth it. You have more time, more peace for yourself. You get to think, have clarity. What's your plan? What's your goal? What's your dream? You get to make plans for it. You get to have peace of mind. That's a prize. That's a gift that y'all don't know. You should know that. Being yourself is one of the most powerful gifts out there. Because think about people being the same. What is that? There's a lot of people. Everyone can be their own person, but think about it. There's certain people that just navigate in the crowd and they do everything that another person does because it's more comfortable. It's less stress, and you don't get a lot of backlash for it. But think about most people who are so famous, and even if you know, think of people who are famous and think of people who are not famous. And I'm not saying you gotta be famous to be someone, but I'm telling you, think of people who are celebrities. Then that can be actresses, singers, whatever you call it. They all have their own, skills, talent, the way that they speak, the way that they walk. They all have it in a different way, but they're known for it. When you think of Doja Cat, you think of you think of Asian culture, like Doja Cat. Doja, you think of that. Like, you just think of a cat. You think of a Doja Cat. What is a Doja Cat? It's a cat or something. But you think of Doja, meow, Doja Cat. You know what I'm saying? You think about Asian culture. Like, but you look at her, she's not Asian. You know what I'm saying? But it's not her actual name, but it's her name of her being a rapper or singer or something like that. And then there's Rihanna, she has her own name. She has her own brand. She's known for fancy beauty. She's known for coming from Barbados and singing, dancing a little bit. She knows how to dance a little bit. Not really, but she knows how to dance a little bit. But she's sweet in her own way. There's things that are controversial or things that are not good about her, but I'm not trying to emphasize the negativities about her, the negative sides of her, but I'm trying to emphasize the positive things about her that makes her stand out. Like, she has an accent when she speaks. Sometimes she doesn't. I guess she trained herself to speak in a type of way that's professional or more suitable for more you know, a certain demographic in America or something, you know, plain English or whatever without no accent. But you know, she's known for making Fenty Beauty. She's pretty, and she's known for rocking that red hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of things about Rihanna. She's her own person. She's famous, right? And she was a singer. She made her own Fenty Beauty. She made a makeup company that give foundation for people of you know, people of color, mostly black women. She made foundation for black women, you know, because there was a time where people had a hard time finding foundation for their skin tone. So, you know, like, she does Fenty Beauty. Beyonce, she sings. Beyonce, she has a hair company. I'm not trying to sponsor them, but I'm just telling you that every person that I'm mentioning, they're like famous, but they're famous and they're known for being their self in a type of way. Like when you look at Rihanna, you can tell that's Rihanna. When you look at Beyonce, you can tell that's Beyonce. When you think of Beyonce, you know that she's a singer. She's good at dancing, you know, in some ways. You know, she's good at dancing. She's good at singing. She likes to look good. She likes to rock that blonde hair every day, 24/7. But that makes her Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's why you gotta be yourself, so you can become famous. Period. Who don't want to be famous? I'm kidding. Not everybody wants to be famous, but when you are yourself, when you be yourself, you just, even if you don't want to be famous, being yourself is a gift from God. Because I'm telling you, when you're not yourself, you're gonna be stressed out. You might be miserable. You might be depressed. Sometimes people are depressed and they don't know why they're depressed. But then when they actually look deep down, there's many reasons why somebody can be depressed. But sometimes when someone's depressed, it's because they're not being themselves. It's because deep down they know they're in an environment that depress who they actually are as a person. You know, that suppress who they actually are as a person. So they're dimming their light. They're adjusting in a way that's making them feel miserable from the inside, but from the outside they look okay. They look fine. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell. And I know what it is. So being yourself you're doing yourself a favor. You're going for your talent. You're tapping in what makes you special. You're tapping in things that you like doing that's part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can be meant to become an artist, a rapper, a singer, or a rapper, a singer, a dancer. You can be a combination of three. A singer, a dancer, a rapper. Not everyone is qualified to be those things. You know what I'm telling you? Yeah, period. Yeah. So girl, you gotta be yourself, and I like being myself. I go to certain places where I'm like, I don't tell people, oh, I'm not myself, but I go to certain places where, you know, I adjust myself to the environment. But there are certain spaces where I feel passionate, happy. So that's why you gotta be yourself, so you can be passionate and happy and motivated for the things that you want or the things that make you feel good about yourself. It doesn't have to be something you tell to the world that, hey, this makes me special. No, you don't gotta tell the world every time what makes you special. If you know you're doing something that you're good at, that makes you feel good and valuable, then that's what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, give a thumbs up, comment down below if this video helped you. But this is gonna be called Be Yourself. Be yourself and F the haters, man. People that be hating, man, they don't know what it is. You know what I'm telling ya? Yeah. But you know what I like? I'm actually multicultural, so don't play with me. I can go in places and be professional, like legit, for real. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's worth it. You'll be happier. You'll be happier inside and out. And who knows? Being yourself can open doors for you. Who knows? Maybe you might become the newest influencer of this generation. You know what I'm telling you? Maybe you'll become the biggest amazing influencer out there. And you'll have your own brand, you'll have your own sponsorships just by being yourself, making people laugh, or being talented. You sing, you dance, or you know how to make your own music, you know how to market yourself. That's a passion, that's a skill. This is why some people, they can promote themselves and nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody knows who they are, or nobody wants to even care who they are. And then there's certain people, they just put themselves out there, they just record in their room, in their bathroom, in their bathroom, and it just goes viral, boo, because people like it. They might act like they don't like it, but they like it. They come back to see more. Yeah, they do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, exotic attacks. And until next time, bye. I might do a part 2, but be yourself. Wear what you like. And you know, that's gonna take you far. that's gonna take you far. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be confident. And by being yourself, it's a way to become confident in being yourself. Because nobody can be you. Nobody can be you. Unless if you have a kid, they might act or look a little bit like you, but nobody can be you 100%. Okay? So yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. You might sit in a table. I'm not saying you might. Oh, actually, you might sit in a table alone, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Because be like me. Oh, they kick you out of the table. They didn't want to be your friend. You become your best friend. God is your friend. You become your best friend. Your family is your friend. If they love you, they care about you. They're your friends. And you are their friends. Period. And you don't have to have a big circle of friends. Like, yeah, I said what I said. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.
Thanks for watching.